Hi, I'm Gwen Preston of Resource Maven. I'm here at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver in May, and I'm joined by Larry Phillips with Compass Gold, who is a first-time exhibitor at the Metals Investor Forum. So welcome and thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you, Gwen. Real pleasure to be here.
So we haven't spoken, obviously, to this audience before about Compass. So let's step back and explain sort of who Compass is in terms of the team and why this team is going to Mali looking for gold.
Well, it's a relatively new company. December 17 is when we launched, but it's an experienced team, and we're not simply going to Mali, but going back to Mali.
Exactly.
A group of us were part of the founding of IAMGOLD 30 years ago. That started exploration in Mali and quite successfully, I would add, built a mine, a second mine, and ultimately built a great company.
Yes.
We also combine here in Compass with an outstanding partner, Dr. Madani Diallo, who goes back to the 1990s working with Anglo Gold, also with the government of Mali as a geologist and country manager. So we've known Madani for 25 years, so it's a bringing of a team back together to do exploration, which is what was the exciting part, really, looking back on the IAMGOLD story, was discovery. So that's what we hope to do again in this very same part of the world.
Exactly, and certainly the experience, the time, the experience in exploration, discovery, building mines, all the relationships, all the understanding of the country, that to me really mitigates the risk that people perceive, at least, that exists when you're operating in a country like Mali.
Well, I guess in any country, but certainly in Africa, they've got a set of challenges above ground that have evolved over the years. I think IAMGOLD and our Sadiola mine was a big part of moving Mali forward as a gold producing country. So their infrastructure, their mining code, the governance of mining as an industry. It's the third largest producer in all of Africa, and gold mining continues to be a key driver for everything that Mali and its 20 million people want to accomplish now.
And that brings us to the fact that there's a lot of gold in Mali. There's a lot of artisanal mining. There's quite a few successful mining operations, IAMGOLD's being certainly amongst those. But there's certainly a lot of unexplored opportunity in Mali. And your team took a step back and started very big picture, looked at a huge swath of land, and now you have a pipeline of targets that you're methodically going through.
It's a systematic approach. There are no shortcuts to discovery as far as we're concerned, or at least in our experience, and it's a unique tract of land. These 5 permits, originally over 1,000 square kilometers, had been worked and reviewed and managed by Madani Diallo and his associates before they came into Compass for almost 5 years. A lot of time and money and thinking went into it, and we're just starting with the very first drill holes just this year in terms of deep rock drilling. So it's the very beginning, but across almost 900 square kilometers now, we have well over 40 targets that one way or another are going to have to be explored.
And you say there's a lot of thought, a lot of data collection that's already gone in.
Right.
That has already proven to be successful, at least in the first target that you tested, which is, why don't you tell us about the first?
Well,
Farabakura, where you've already had at least one pretty exciting intercept, and several, you've defined a zone that's already starting to look quite interesting.
Yes, I mean, right out of the box, the first drilling has produced some great results. Very encouraging for us in terms of delineating an open pit mineable resource. We're taking a lot of positive steps in that direction. Some high grade results that got a lot of attention in the market, but also some very wide zones. So 20 meters at 80 grams per ton, 60 meters at almost 3.5 grams per ton.
Right.
So a lot of positive results. We're putting this together, but it's still a big zone. That Farabakura target, we think, can extend perhaps 4 or 5 kilometers in strike length. And so we continue to drill. And the next program is underway which should be completed before the end of June, and will give us that next tranche of results on that target, Farabakura, and at the same time, before the end of the year with the funding that we've raised just recently, we'll be able to tackle that drilling as well as 2 other prime targets.
So, I mean, it's a fairly new company, a really experienced team, a lot of targets to test, money in the bank, drill-ready targets. I mean, it's an exciting story in what's otherwise a quiet market. So success, I think, would ring loud because the market is so quiet if it happens.
Well, we think so. Certainly, we're excited. It's still a fairly tightly held company. We have management holding about 25% and perhaps another 30, 40 associates, longtime colleagues of management, taking up perhaps another 25, 30% of the company. So there is a contingent of, or a portion of the float that does trade, but at the same time our group is focused on discovery and getting value in the ground identified.
Absolutely. Well, I very much look forward to keeping up with the story over the summer, and best of luck out there.
Thank you.
Thanks.